For 30 years, Windows was one thing, an operating system for people running apps. As of June 2nd, 2026, that is no longer true. Most people walked away from the Microsoft Build 2026 keynote talking about Scout. Scout is not the announcement that matters. The announcement that matters was buried 40 minutes into a keynote that most people stopped watching. Think about your computer right now. Every app you open, every tab you keep open because you haven't gotten to it yet. What if the computer stopped waiting for you to tell it what to do? By the end of this video, I will show you the announcement nobody is covering correctly. It is not a feature, it is not a model, it is a new definition of what an operating system is. Subscribe, because this kind of breakdown is exactly what this channel exists to deliver before everyone else catches up. The last time Microsoft repositioned Windows this aggressively, the year was 1995. This time, the shift is invisible. Scout was presented as the star of the show. It is the first Autopilot, an always-on autonomous agent with its own identity that monitors your inbox and Teams sessions without needing your prompts. You would think Scout is the headline. Here is what they announced right after it, that almost nobody picked up on. Agents are receiving their own identity layer. Not a tool, an entity. Microsoft did not give you a smarter assistant. It created a new class of entity that lives inside your operating system. For context, this shift is built on 4 pillars. The Build 2026 conference in San Francisco, 7 new MAI models introduced by Mustafa Suleyman, the Scout Autopilot, and the Surface RTX Spark DevBox, which packs 128 gigabytes of unified memory and 1 petaflop of local AI compute on your desk. Quick question, type ready if you would let an AI agent manage your inbox and calendar without asking you first, or type not yet if you need to be in control of every action it takes. I raid every one, because how you answered is exactly what Microsoft is betting on. And the reason the announcement I promised you changes everything. The 7 new MAI models are not just a product update. They are Microsoft declaring independence. You would think the OpenAI partnership made Microsoft stronger. It actually created a single point of failure in the most important product they have ever built. If OpenAI raises prices, Microsoft pays. If OpenAI has an outage, Copilot goes down. The world's largest software company just decided it can no longer afford to rent its intelligence from someone else. The new suite includes MAI-Image 2.5, already live in PowerPoint and OneDrive today. MAI-Code-1 Flash, integrated directly into GitHub Copilot, and MAI-Transcribe 1.5 for multi-language speech-to-text. But the one that matters most to enterprises is frontier tuning, the ability to train MAI models on your own company's workflows and data. Your model, your data, their infrastructure. It is the same lock-in dynamic that made cloud computing irreversible. Once your operational history lives inside their ecosystem, the cost of leaving becomes effectively zero. Quick question, type Microsoft if you think MAI replacing OpenAI inside Copilot is good for users. Or type OpenAI if you think Microsoft just made a mistake breaking from the best models available. I want to see where this audience lands. Now, the announcement Nadella buried. Not Scout, not the MAI models, not the Surface hardware. Project Solara. And what Solara actually is has nothing to do with how it was described in the keynote. What it means for every Windows user on the planet right after this. Here is what Project Solara actually is. An operating system architecture where apps do not exist, only agents. Microsoft has already developed 2 reference hardware devices. A badge-style wearable using Qualcomm Silicon for on-the-go agent interaction, and a desk companion running a MediaTek SoC, always on, always aware of your context. Neither is shipping to the public yet, but pilot programs are starting this year with CVS Health, Best Buy, and Target. You would think this is 2030. The pilots start now. The headline was Scout. The announcement nobody covered correctly was the architecture underneath Scout. For the past 40 years, the graphical user interface has functioned as a rigid translation layer. We spent decades learning the syntax of digital labor, navigating menus, clicking through hierarchies, formatting data so machines could understand us. We translated our abstract goals into the language of the machine. The agent reverses this polarity entirely. Now the machine is expected to learn our intent, navigate the interface on our behalf, and execute tasks across the silos that define our professional lives. Consider the project manager who spends hours toggling between Slack, Jira, Notion, and email, manually copying a status update from a message, pasting it into a tracking ticket, then drafting an email for a stakeholder. It is a grueling, repetitive cognitive tax. In the agent-first paradigm, that workflow ceases to exist as a manual process. The agent observes the Slack conversation, identifies the task, updates the Jira ticket, and drafts the email, not through a crude integration, but by interacting with those applications exactly as a human would, only at the speed of light. Windows is not adding agent features. Windows is becoming a runtime for autonomous agents, the first formally designated agent-first operating system in history. This is what happened to web browsers when the internet arrived. The browser did not add internet features. It replaced the entire model of how software worked. The apps on your taskbar are not being updated, they are being made optional. The firm that controls the runtime controls the context, and context is the currency of the future. The people watching this already understand something most professionals do not. This is not a story about Microsoft shipping new features. It is a story about the moment the PC stopped being a tool you use and started becoming an entity that works alongside you. For the tech worker watching this, the agent runtime is the new deployment target. The question is not whether agents will run on Windows. It is whether your team builds for them before your competitors do. For the Microsoft 365 user, Scout is in preview now. An inbox agent acting without your direct prompts is coming to your account sooner than you think. Understanding what it can and cannot do before your company deploys it is the advantage. For the team manager, the productivity numbers from early enterprise trials are real. Agents do not get tired, they do not suffer from tab fatigue, and they do not forget to follow up when a deadline is missed. You can use that to free your team for higher value work. Or someone else is going to make that decision for you. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe. There is a video coming in the next 24 hours that connects directly to this. Claude Opus 4.8 just dropped and reclaimed the top benchmark position in coding from GPT. The timing relative to what Microsoft just announced at Build is not a coincidence. That video is right here, somewhere on your computer right now. There is an app you open every morning. You have opened it the same way for years. In 18 months, that app might not be the thing you open. An agent will have already done what you were going to do with it. Take a moment to observe the muscle memory in your fingers the next time you reach for that familiar icon. Watch yourself perform the ritual of login, navigation, and execution. You are watching a closing chapter. The only question is whether you knew that was coming.